I remember the day he took office. The air crackled with hope, a collective sigh of expectation. We'd placed our faith in him, entrusted him with a heavy mantle of leadership, believing he would be the one to finally break the chains that bind us. He spoke of change, of justice, of a better future for our children. We listened, we believed, we dared to dream. But somewhere along the way, the dream began to fade. The promises, once so vibrant, turned to dust in our mouths. The change he spoke of never came. Instead, we watched as the very ills he vowed to eradicate took root and flourished under his watch. Calamities became commonplace, each disaster met with a shrug, as if suffering were our natural state. Poverty deepened its grip, its tendrils reaching into every corner of our society, while the gap between the haves and have-nots widened into an unbridgeable chasm. Crimes festered, injustices multiplied, and the cries of the oppressed went unanswered. Drugs continued to poison our communities, and corruption, like a relentless tide, eroded the foundations of our institutions. And what did he do? He normalized it all. He spoke of these plagues as if they were immutable, as if there was nothing more he could do. As if he wasn't the one holding the reins of power. Did he not understand the weight of his office? Did he not realize that we, the people, had placed our hopes and dreams in his hands? Or did he simply not care? It felt as though he believed he was not there to resolve these issues. He was just there to sit on the throne, to let the crocodiles rule, to watch as they emptied the country's coffers, leaving us with nothing but broken promises and shattered dreams. Now, we stand here, years later, picking up the pieces of a broken nation. The weight of disillusionment is heavy, the despair palpable. We are left to wonder what might have been, what could have been, had our leader chosen to lead, to fight, to serve. But perhaps the greatest tragedy of all is not the corruption, the poverty, or the injustices themselves, but the normalization of it all. The acceptance that this is simply the way things are, that we are powerless to change our fate. We must not let this be our legacy. We must not let the Watchman's slumber lull us into complacency. We must remember the hope we once felt, the dreams we once dared to dream. And we must demand better. For ourselves, for our children, and for the future of our nation.